lovely, effervescent Christina bought me for Valentine's Day. It is the Art Golden Nouveau Tarot. So this is quite attractive, I have to say. It is quite attractive. A lot of people are asking, do you have this tarot? I'm like, no, I don't. Here is the other side of the box, in case you're interested. Of course you are. It's a tarot deck. This has a lot of sheen and reflectiveness to it, which one would expect with a name like Golden Nouveau Tarot. I'm just saying. It's kind of one of the obvious things about it there. Let's carefully open it so we don't destroy it. That's always the better thing to do. And see what we have in here. Obviously, a little white book along with some cards. So let's separate said little white book from said cards and take a look at it. So little white book is little white book. So there you go. The Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Very, very attractive indeed. Very, very pretty. Here is the back. Obviously, literally everybody wants to know what the back looks like, and now you do. There is the Fool. Very pretty indeed. I like that Fool. That's nice. Of course, you have the glimmer, the sheen, the shine to it and whatnot. Card quality is pretty atrocious. Pretty thin cardstock, but it is certainly attractive. Again, there is the back. So there's the Fool. I like the sun rays, how they sort of did that. Very cool indeed. Then we have the Magician. Just sort of picked up the Rider-Waite and ran with it. This is from... So looking at this, looks pretty cool. I like that. The Torah, I like the prominence of the moon. And not much shimmering and shining there. But on the Empress, we have indeed made up for it. So this is by LS. And is their traditional thin card quality stock. Yeah, the Emperor, look at that. Very, very nice. The Hierophant looks pretty cool. I like that. I like the expressions on their face. The expressions on their faces really make the card. And again, we have that shimmer, that gleam and whatnot over top of that. And then, oh, that's interesting. The Lovers. That's very interesting indeed. Just the expressions on the faces and how they're looking up. I think looking up is pretty cool. And then the Chariot. I like the expression on his face. Looks pretty cool. We got some defined boobies there on the Sphinxes. I can't remember seeing boobies on Sphinxes that quite prominent before. The Strength looks really nice. That looks really good. And then we have the Hermit. I like the Hermit's expression. Very cool. I would say that I want to trim this, but I don't really see like just a huge benefit with this being trimmed. And just being here in person, looking at the wheel, that really, really picks up the shine off that wheel. Looks really good. So, there we go. Justice. And the Hanged Man. That's very prominent aura coming off of his head, for sure. Not a lot of sort of innovativeness with the actual... Well, I say that, and then I see Death. I like that Death is now at an angle, sort of riding forth. It looks like Death is actually coming from the shiny city or whatnot, which I think is kind of cool, actually. That is kind of cool. I love the angle, the horse expression. So not only did they just sort of decorate it up with the golden aspects, but I think they did a phenomenal job here. Not only incorporating the shine and the gleam and the reflectiveness, but also reinterpreting the art. It looks very cool indeed. Look at that lack of eyes on the devil. Just that lack of eyes, sort of that creepy expression. Looks really cool. And then the Tower. I love this. Look at this. This is such a pretty deck. It's a shame the cardstock is LS quality. But yeah, Star, pretty cool. And the Moon. Ooh, I like this. like a close-up of the animals. Very, very cool. And a close-up of the lobster, the crab, or what have you coming out of there. And the expression on the moon is cool. And the sun, look how happy the boy is, or the girl, whatever it is. Look how happy they are. Very cool. And the horse expression too. Very pretty. The sun even has a cool expression. I like the reinterpretation of this. People are just getting out. Look at this person, sort of this angst, or maybe a not quite preparedness coming in there. Kind of cool. And then we have the world. Very attractive, man. That's a pretty major. They did a knockout job. And the Ace of Cups too. Just sort of the redone art really makes it nice. They did a knockout job on this. Oh, look at the expressions on the Two of Cups. I would actually like to have this without the gold, sort of the gold foil, the gold type of thing, just because the art is really, really good. And look at that. Look at everybody's expressions and just the joyousness and just the unleashed happiness you have here. It's so cool. Oh, look at that expression. This is really knocking me out. This is really knocking me out. I thought I was going to be underwhelmed, but the redone art is really knocking it out of the park for me right now. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. I like how they have a cup here, just in case you can't figure out it's a cups card by the other 5 cups. You know what I mean? In case you missed the other 6, 7, 8, 9 cups, they have a cup right here to remind you. Ooh, I like the re-angled building, and then they're smelling the flowers. Very cool. Oh, wow. What a good reinterpretation of this card. The art is so good. The art is so good. Just the intimidation of the lizard or the serpent is so cool. Just that reinterpretation is really nice. Not much reinterpretation here. And not a lot here either. Sort of the same sort of expressions and whatnot. And then we have, sort of, again, a re-angled look at the different characters there. The art is so pretty, man. Look at the fish, seems happy and just joyful. And the person's walking towards us, which I think is interesting. And then we have the knight. And the queen. Oh, look at the queen. The queen sort of stroking that cup and giving us a weird expression there. Giving us an oddly sexual weird expression there. And then the king, just doesn't give a crap. King just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. The ace, so pretty. So nice, man. This deck really knocks it out of the park. And look at the juggling aspect. You really feel the juggling here. Like his hat's falling off. You feel the juggling feel there. And then we have wow, this is weird. They're looking at him like they're angry. That's a weird reinterpretation of that, but still cool. And look at that expression on his face. He really, really loves all of this stuff and what he's doing here. And then we have the poor, sort of the desolate feel there. And then, interesting. That's nice too. Look at just how that covers up his feet and his legs. Just that expression on his face. It's just like, I worked hard on this and I'm pretty proud of it. Same thing with here, right? Again, instead of a side view, we have a 3/4 view. The angle is good. It keeps my interest. I like it. And look at that expression on her face. How pretty is that? That is so pretty. It is really, really well done. Yeah, I mean, kind of a traditional one here on the 10. So let's go forth with the page. Oh, look at that. Very greedy look on his face. Very, very greedy. And look at this, sort of riding uphill, actively riding. Normally, you don't see the actively riding aspect of this Knight of Pentacles. It's normally stationary, but I like that aspect of that. Whoever did the art on here knocked it out of the park. They need to make another deck. I want this artist to make more. Very, very pretty. Of course, I threw the box across the room. And let's get the box back. See who the artist is. See who the artist is. Julia Masalia. Very, very nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that ace. Look at just the colors and the vibrancy, how that pops. Really, really did a good job. The 3, pretty traditional. The 4 as well. A lot of noise there. A lot of noise on the 5. On the 6. I like it. I like it. The people are cheering them on, but they're in the background. And then we have the 7. Again, very cool. Very cool. 8. 9, very traditional. The 10, they're looking back at us with like expectations. Something's up here. They're looking back at us with expectations, like help me out. Like that. Oh, look at the grim expression on the page. It looks like an old man. It does not look like a child. And look at the vibrancy and just the liveliness of that knight. And that horse detail, ooh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Then we have this mischievous look on the queen. And then this like almost a solemn look on the king. Wow, this is a good deck. That ace is so pretty. I really expected to be underwhelmed. I thought it was just going to be a dupe of Rider-Waite Smith, but with with gold foil, etc. But this really does it for me. It does it for me. Kind of boring 3 there. The kind of boring 4, but again, I like it at the 3/4 angle. 5, pretty traditional. The 6, kind of traditional. The 7 really has an evil look on their face. That is a very, very sort of evil feel kind of look on their face. And then we have the very trapped, the helpless. Then we have the angst is well represented there with that 9. And then, of course, the 10, you feel that, no blood oozing out. A lot of decks just go overboard with the blood. Page has a very serious expression on his face. The knight just looks like they're just charging in full speed. That is a full speed charge. And then the queen, ooh, look at that evil look. Look at that evil look. She's like just stroking that sword. She's like, I'm going to cut you with this damn thing. And the king as well. The king knocked it out of the park. Knocked it out of the park. The card quality being the only hit here. I can put up with it. This is such a great deck, man. The art is good. The expressions are good. The vibrancy of the foil in the light is very good. Overall, well done. Well done. Very, very pretty deck. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.